Imagine a world where meat doesn't come from animals. Picture a juicy steak, guilt-free and grown in a lab. This is the future that lab-grown meat promises, a future where culinary desires meet environmental responsibility. Lab-grown meat, also known as cultured meat or cellular agriculture, is leading this charge. It offers a potential solution to the ethical, environmental, and health concerns associated with traditional animal agriculture. This revolutionary process involves extracting cells from an animal. These cells are then nurtured and multiplied in a controlled environment. This allows the cells to grow into muscle tissue, which ultimately forms the edible meat product. Beyond lab-grown meat, the future holds even more exciting possibilities. Imagine three-dimensional printed meals tailored to your nutritional needs or algae-based proteins providing a sustainable and nutrient-rich food source. The demand for meat is skyrocketing. As the global population continues to grow, our current methods of meat production are becoming increasingly unsustainable. Factory farming, the dominant system of raising livestock, comes with a hefty environmental price tag. It is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, water pollution, and biodiversity loss. Lab-grown meat presents a compelling alternative. It offers a way to produce meat without the need for large-scale animal agriculture. This significantly reduces the environmental impact associated with traditional farming practices. By shifting to lab-grown meat, we can potentially alleviate the strain on our planet's resources. Studies have shown that it has the potential to significantly reduce greenhouse gas emissions. It can also minimize land and water use compared to conventional meat production. Lab-grown meat, despite its potential, has been met with mixed reactions. Proponents hail it as a revolutionary solution to some of the world's most pressing problems. Conversely, skeptics approach it with caution, raising concerns about its safety, regulation, and cultural acceptance. Advocates for lab-grown meat emphasize its potential to revolutionize the food industry. They point to its potential to enhance animal welfare, reduce the risk of foodborne illnesses, and create a more sustainable and equitable food system. However, skeptics remain unconvinced. They question the long-term health effects of consuming lab-grown meat. They also express concerns about the potential for unintended consequences of this new technology. Some argue that it is too early to fully understand the implications of lab-grown meat on our health and the environment. The debate also extends to the cultural and social implications of this technological advancement. The environmental impact of our dietary choices, particularly meat consumption, is undeniable. Factory farming, the prevailing method of meat production, has wreaked havoc on our planet. It is a major contributor to greenhouse gas emissions, deforestation, water pollution, and biodiversity loss. Lab-grown meat, in contrast, offers a glimmer of hope, promising a significantly smaller environmental footprint. Studies have shown that lab-grown meat has the potential to drastically reduce greenhouse gas emissions compared to conventional meat production. Furthermore, lab-grown meat requires significantly less land and water than traditional animal agriculture. This reduced reliance on land and water resources could help alleviate pressure on ecosystems and conserve precious resources. By moving away from factory farming, we can reduce the risk of animal-borne diseases, antibiotic resistance, and the contamination of water sources with animal waste. This shift towards a more sustainable and ethical protein source is not just an environmental imperative, but a crucial step towards a healthier and more resilient food system. The culinary world, always at the forefront of innovation, is embracing the possibilities presented by lab-grown meat. Chefs and restaurateurs are experimenting with this novel ingredient, incorporating it into their menus and pushing the boundaries of culinary art. This growing interest from the culinary world is a testament to the potential of lab-grown meat to deliver on both flavor and sustainability. Forward-thinking chefs are intrigued by the versatility of lab-grown meat. It can be molded into various shapes and textures, offering chefs a blank canvas to create innovative and delectable dishes. From succulent burgers to delicate dumplings, the possibilities are endless. Restaurants are beginning to feature lab-grown meat on their menus, albeit in limited quantities and often at premium prices. As the technology becomes more scalable and affordable, we can expect to see lab-grown meat become a more common sight on menus worldwide. Chefs are recognizing that they have a responsibility to be stewards of the environment and to promote sustainable practices within their kitchens. Lab-grown meat presents a complex landscape of potential health benefits and concerns. Advocates highlight its potential to mitigate risks, while skeptics urge caution. It could reduce the risk of foodborne illnesses. Traditional meat production carries a significant risk of contamination. Lab-grown meat could minimize this risk. Another advantage is tailoring the nutritional profile. Scientists envision meat with lower saturated fat and higher omega-3 fatty acids. However, concerns remain about long-term health effects. The impact of growth mediums and other components is questioned. Rigorous research is essential to understand the health implications. The advent of lab-grown meat has ignited a firestorm of ethical debates. One of the most compelling arguments in favor of lab-grown meat is its potential to reduce animal suffering. Factory farming inflicts immense suffering on billions of animals each year. Lab-grown meat offers a path to meat production that does not require the confinement, exploitation, and slaughter of sentient beings. However, ethical concerns extend beyond animal welfare. Some argue that lab-grown meat, by divorcing meat from its agricultural origins, further disconnects us from the natural world. The debate also touches on issues of access and equity. Ensuring equitable access to this potentially revolutionary technology will be crucial to realizing its full potential for creating a more just and sustainable food system. While the potential benefits of lab-grown meat are vast, its economic viability remains a significant hurdle. The cost of producing lab-grown meat is currently prohibitively expensive, making it inaccessible to the average consumer. Overcoming these economic barriers is crucial to realizing the full potential of this technology. The high cost of lab-grown meat is primarily due to the complex and resource-intensive nature of the production process. However, there is reason for optimism. The cost of producing lab-grown meat has been steadily declining as research advances and production methods become more efficient. As production ramps up and the technology becomes more widely adopted, the price of lab-grown meat is projected to become more competitive with conventional meat. Government funding and private investment will be crucial to supporting the research and development needed to further reduce production costs. The acceptance of lab-grown meat extends beyond overcoming technological and economic hurdles. It delves into the intricate realm of culture, tradition, and the deeply ingrained relationship between food and identity. Meat holds a central place in many cultures, often intertwined with religious practices, social gatherings, and culinary traditions. Introducing lab-grown meat into this complex tapestry requires a nuanced understanding of cultural sensitivities. Younger generations, more attuned to the ethical and environmental implications of their food choices, may be more receptive to lab-grown meat. They are increasingly seeking sustainable and ethical alternatives to conventional meat. Bridging this generational divide will be crucial to the successful integration of lab-grown meat into diverse cultures. Open communication, education, and a willingness to address cultural sensitivities will be essential to fostering acceptance and understanding. Lab-grown meat is just one piece of the puzzle in the quest for a more sustainable and resilient food system. The frontiers of food technology extend far beyond cellular agriculture. From three-dimensional printed meals to algae-based proteins, the future of food is brimming with possibilities. Three-dimensional food printing, once a futuristic fantasy, is rapidly becoming a reality. This technology allows for the precise layering of ingredients, creating customized meals tailored to individual dietary needs and preferences. Algae, often overlooked as a food source, is packed with nutrients and has a remarkably low environmental impact. Algae-based proteins are emerging as a sustainable alternative to animal protein. Vertical farming, another groundbreaking innovation, involves growing crops in vertically stacked layers, often in controlled environments. This method minimizes land use, reduces water consumption, and eliminates the need for harmful pesticides. Vertical farms can be located in urban areas, reducing transportation costs and bringing fresh produce closer to consumers. The convergence of technology, environmental awareness, and evolving culinary landscapes is reshaping our food culture. Lab-grown meat presents an opportunity to reevaluate our relationship with food. As it becomes more available, it could disrupt traditional meat industries. This shift could lead to a more resilient food system. Alternative proteins could impact our health positively. Addressing safety, taste, and affordability is crucial for acceptance. Lab-grown meat offers tools for a sustainable and delicious future.